Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Locker Room NFL edition. As always, my name is Taylor Lewan. I'm also joined with Clay Matthews, Will Compton, and Delanie the Mule Walker. Let's talk about it. It's week 10 of the NFL season. Halfway point, we got Baltimore at Minnesota, Jacksonville at Houston, Rams at San Francisco, Steelers at Chargers, Eagles at Green Bay, and New England at Tampa Bay. Do me a favor before I get into these records. Please subscribe to the show. If you're watching on YouTube, listening on your phone as you're driving from a long day of work, just subscribe. Doesn't hurt you at all, but it helps us a whole lot. We really appreciate that. Let's talk about standings a little bit. Clay Matthews, 500. He's 500 right now, brings him to 27-27. And if you look below, we'll ignore this one. Just ignore that bottom one right now. Let's talk about Taylor Lewan and Will Compton. 2-4 last week, 27-27 as well. It's a three-way race for first place. We're going to find it as we get farther in this year. Delanie Walker, on the other hand, 2-4, and he's 20-34 this season. I'm the guy. I tell you what, when the season gets bad, I'm gonna get. This man needs to be relegated. We're gonna have the conversation in the show. Maybe he leaves the show next year, has to sit in the stands while one of the boys come up, because we can't have this. We're gonna have a hell of a show, though. I'll tell you that much. Big hugs, tight kisses.
I'm the most watched person on this show.
Crush that.
Welcome to the Locker Room. The Locker Room is presented by the #1 sportsbook in America, the FanDuel Sportsbook. And before we get into things, we just want to remind you guys that gambling is for entertainment, and FanDuel always has your back with tons of responsible gaming tools to make sure your play stays fun and stress-free. Check out FanDuel.com/RG or the responsible gaming section in the app to learn more about staying in control of your game.
Boys, we're talking about week 10. We're talking about parlays. We're talking about profit boost tokens.
And FanDuel is the only place to go for it all.
All customers are getting a 30% parlay and same-game parlay profit boost token this Sunday.
So you can pick a game and cook up a nice little same-game parlay, maybe parlay our picks across the entire slate, or take two separate same-game parlays for different games and combine those bad boys for a same-game parlay plus, an SGP plus. No matter what you decide to do, drop that 30% profit boost token to your winnings.
Download the app at FanDuel.com/Bussin to get started, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Welcome in.
Did you hear?
Delanie, what'd you say to
You hear what Delanie said while you're breaking down? Oh, I'm the mule. I'm this and that. He leans over to me and goes, "I'm the most watched dude on this show."
Yeah, listen, you are extremely entertaining, Delanie. There's no doubt about it. My favorite thing about you is you're always you. That is crazy.
Bad year.
That's a winning year though for faders.
That's a good point.
That's a winning year. You're 34-20 if you're fading Delanie.
Come to be entertained by the mule, fade all of his picks.
Yeah.
You're up big.
They not gonna say that because they know usually I hit,
No,
I
you
usually
don't.
hit. I usually hit. This year,
They've been saying that for a long time.
This year, just I'm all over the place.
I
man.
would love us to look back in the last 3 weeks.
I didn't say this. I said this year I haven't been hitting.
Okay. I would love us to
But
look
you
back.
usually hit.
I usually hit.
I'm listening.
I would love us to look back at these last 3 weeks and see how many times Delanie goes, good, perfect, after all three of us in the same game, and it goes the opposite way, and how many times it's worked out for him. Because
I'm 50-50. It's either go hit or not. So I'm going to talk shit.
Buddy, you're not 50-50. Me,
Right
Clay,
there,
and
I'm
Will
talking
are
about
50-50.
fading
You're
you
20 and
guys.
34.
I'm talking about fading
Clay
you
got that
guys.
neck, bro. Can't get that neck around.
I'm talking about fading you guys. But let me tell you this story real quick about the Titans before we get into this.
Yeah, you said something happened
story
this past
time?
weekend.
Just it's quick. So look, I get to the stadium. I don't have a ticket. Never do. Go up in there. They like, oh, Delanie, I'm hugging people because I know I ain't got a ticket, so I got to hug everybody, right, to get in this stadium. So I get in there. They go, oh, but wait, the Titans front office people looking for you. And I'm like, for what? Why? They're like, we don't know. Let us radio them in. So they radio the front office person. This lady comes. I've never seen her before. She say, oh, my name Nadia. You remember Nadia?
Maybe.
Yeah, so she goes, do you remember?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Stay in flow state.
So she goes, do you remember?
Y'all talking whoop de
no. She comes up to me and go, hey, do you remember me? Whoop, whoop. I watched the show. Taylor, a good friend of mine. So I'm like, really? So I'm like, damn, what do you do? She's like, I'm working in the front office. You don't remember coming up there with Taylor? And I'm like, Taylor, do you remember Nadia? Like
Nadia.
Nadia.
Nice try.
Good one.
Yeah. Dude.
Damn.
You almost got me too.
Got you.
You almost got me.
Damn.
It's like Nadia. I'm thinking, I probably wouldn't remember anyway. Too many shots in the head, but
Damn, I thought I was gonna get you.
that was a good try.
That was a good setup.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you even came in the shop like this crazy thing happened to me.
I know.
I'm ready to hear your story.
I didn't think he was gonna say, yeah, I remember.
Wait.
I think he said maybe.
I'm so confused. I think you had it, Delanie.
Yeah, I think he did because if we said no, he could have got us, right?
No, he got to go who?
Nah, he just.
I think he said Nadia
I'm
out
like-
loud,
Yeah.
and that's where you
said
No,
struck.
he didn't. Did you
Yeah, I
say?
think you could. Yeah, I said I don't know.
I said it the second time. He said, Nadia, I should have got him.
Yeah. Hey,
That's my
that's all
fault.
right.
Hey,
job.
hey,
Hey, that's reflective of your record this
Listen,
year. All
you know,
good.
story of the season.
Yeah, story of the season. Clay, you brought gifts.
Yes, I did bring gifts. Listen, boys, as you're well aware, it was a great day, a great weekend for Southern California sports teams. All right, starting with the LA Dodgers, back-to-back World Series, just an unbelievable game. Hopefully you watched Game 9. But let's move forward because it was a great Saturday night for the USC Trojans. They defeated the Nebraska Cornhuskers, and I think it was a hard-fought match game. And I just want to bring some gifts and some items just to smooth things over. Like no hard feelings, kind of like when we beat the Wolverines at home. So first off, I know you guys love your black balloons. You released them, but my son, I blew them up. Stayed up late last night. My son comes down. He goes, "Dad, some of your balloons deflated." And I said, "I know, son, much like Nebraska's playoff hopes, they just deflated overnight." And then he goes, "Well, what are these for?" And I say, "Well, they're remembrance balloons. When somebody passes away." He goes, "Well, who died?" I go, no, he goes, "Did somebody die?" I go, "Yeah, a program did die." So I brought these for you because I know you love your black balloons, okay? Just a little accoutrement here. I also brought you this Trojan helmet. I was hoping maybe you could just harness some of that power and just put it on real quick.
Put it on, bro.
Just put it on. And then I'm gonna see the whole thing. I'm gonna have you open a gift here, okay? See if it fits.
There's
It
more.
doesn't fit my big brow, but let's see if it fits your head. Is it? Oh, you look good. All right, so
That looks sick.
Yeah, look good. Look good.
I would never want to fight him.
The boys
so
put
I know
together
I'm gonna
a card for you. Thoughts and prayers. Just keep your head up, kid. That's all I just wanted to let you know right here.
Wow.
But yeah, so I got you one last gift. Now listen, most people call Penn State linebacker you, but we all know USC is linebacker you. You would have made a hell of a Trojan. So I'm going to spoil things. I got you your number 51. Actually, it's cut already. Don't worry about it. I think of everything. I got you your own number 51 USC Trojans Compton because you would have been a great linebacker.
Wow. And signed.
Wait a sec.
Wait, hold up.
Wait, hold that up. That's not a 51 jersey. Whose is that? Oh no! No, that's
Oh no.
that's not what I ordered. Dude, you gotta believe me. I ordered you a 51 Compton jersey. Who did they send?
You got OJ Simpson.
This is outrageous. I can't believe
Wait, did
this.
Nicole go to fucking Nebraska?
What? What, did who go to Nebraska? OJ? No, I ordered a 51 Compton jersey.
I'm starting to get nervous about Delanie, man.
You know what I was saying though, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We got to send that back. That's not what I ordered. You got to believe
The
me,
way
guys.
you're saying it is so. That's not what I ordered.
Like, buddy, I ordered a 51, not a signed 1968 Heisman OJ jersey. I wouldn't, like, you believe me though, right?
Look, man, y'all got lucky.
Sorry.
Y'all got lucky.
Let's send
Our
that
starting
back,
quarterback went down. Y'all got lucky.
Okay. Well,
Big win for you guys. Our
I thought
first
it was a
blackout.
reference to
Thank you for the
Nicole.
gifts.
you're welcome.
But y'all, you know,
Whoa.
We should probably start the show though, right? I mean, that would just kind of like threw things off. That's not what I ordered.
I'll tell you what, Will is this close, man.
You said you were over it though. We just met and you were like, I'm over it. It's good.
No, I said, here comes front running Clay Matthews. Y'all got lucky. Y'all got lucky with that game. Dylan Raiola goes down in the third quarter. We had that one in the bag. We brought the fight to you guys. You guys weren't able to travel well.
I don't want to be negative, okay? I'm going to tell you this. That atmosphere looked electric. I will give you that. So for SC to overcome that, playing on the road,
No doubt.
blackout,
Good
there's
win.
something to be said about that. And then also, you are a better fan of Nebraska than I am of USC. I just want you to know that. So you can call me a front runner.
You completely
You can
disarmed
call
me,
me
so I
a
have
front
nothing
runner,
else.
whatever it is. And you are. Like, I listen to you and I say, you are a better fan than I am. But we're 2-0 against Boys on the show. And we don't play Central Missouri, so we can't make it 3-0.
I mean,
so.
y'all will blow us out.
Hard-fought game.
It was.
Hard-fought game.
And enjoy the gifts. I'll send that one back.
Enjoy
We'll get to
Lincoln
the right
Riley
thing.
while you got him.
Man, you know he doesn't care.
he really
about that at all?
does. Baby. He don't care.
all right,
about
cool.
that.
Let's get into the show. This was fun.
This is great.
We got to look into some stuff for you, but go ahead. We had a guy, Randy Gallery. We're going to get you right.
Who?
What's up? You said,
Well, what did you ask?
Robert
honestly?
Gallery?
Did you ask if he went to?
yeah.
No, I said, did Nicole go to Nebraska?
Okay. All right. Hey, fool me once, shame on me.
You don't get it?
Fool me twice, can't get fooled again.
No, I'm not doing a joke right now.
Oh
You're not trusting.
no,
You started the show with the.
I'm not doing
brother.
a joke, bro.
That's what you had said afterwards.
Yeah.
It was too clever for
I'm still over here.
Maybe,
like,
yeah, Delanie might
Nicole.
be playing 5D chess right now.
Yeah.
Hey, how y'all feel about the,
Damn, y'all don't get
I
that?
get it now. And now I'm starting to worry about my brain.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the game. Will?
Aside from the games, what do y'all think about trade deadline? Some great chaos out there.
Oh my gosh. The sauce trade.
Sauce trade was crazy just because they extended him big this past
Big.
offseason.
Right.
Yeah.
Big.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Well,
thought
you
you
have a
said the
fir-
Colts extended them, but no, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no,
Giving
the
up two
Jets just
firsts.
paid
Yeah.
him big time in the offseason. Now they're
Now they're just
trading him.
cleaning house. Like Jets are like, we're getting this first overall pick. I don't know what they're going to do. They got rid of everybody.
Well, he
Williams,
said-
I kind of
Sauce.
loved what the Jets did.
Yeah. He
But
said
dude,
he
like-
wanted-
4 first-round
you have-
picks next year.
Were you?
Right,
Like, you're just selling
you're gonna
parts.
be
You're
good in
shitty.
3 years?
Well,
4
no.
years, maybe?
He said, I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it. So he's gonna start fresh, get the guys he feel like can
Yeah,
play for
if
the
they
Jets.
believe in Coach Glenn, who, like, I feel like outside looking in, he just seems like a big culture guy. You have all this draft capital for young cats to come in, build up the organization you want to build up. Like, you suck. Like, the team is shitty. So they are just selling away parts and moving their best players for all this draft capital.
Yep.
I just worry. I get nervous about the draft. I love the Rams when they were able to use their draft capital, go get guys and go win the Super Bowl that one year. Like that's the kind of shit that.
Maybe they'll be in a spot to potentially do it in a couple of years, like with draft. Because again, it's like, think of it from a culture standpoint. You just paid a guy all the money in the world this past offseason. You're trading him because you're not thinking we need all the draft capital, but there's got to be something that they weren't aligned on with Sauce.
Yeah,
You know what
that
I mean?
makes
Just
more sense to
culture-wise,
me.
with Aaron Glenn being a DC-minded cat.
And the
And
Colts
so they're
too.
just purely building for the future.
Well, they moved mostly defensive players, didn't they? They got rid of.
Yeah, Quinnen Williams, he
Quinnen
went to the
Williams.
Cowboys. Cowboys still, like, that's confusing.
Yeah, I mean, you could put whatever you want there. You can trade for everybody. That's not going to happen this year. It's over for you if you're the Cowboys. I like the Colts doing that though, because if you're using a first round pick, it's like Colts are one of the few teams in the NFL that you don't look and be like, okay, they have a glaring hole here. Like, they're a pretty well put together team, regardless of what happened this past week against the Steelers. So I love them just getting a tried and true all pro caliber corner that you can put by himself. Now your defensive scheme can get completely
Secondary
more
gets
complex.
better just like that overnight.
Just like that
God,
overnight.
Dude, my favorite one, and I tweeted about it yesterday, but is it Rashid Shaheed?
Rashid.
Shaheed?
Yeah.
Rashid Shaheed.
Okay.
Shaheed. That's my favorite move, him going out to Seattle.
Yeah.
Because he's a baller, bro. He's like
another
he's fourth in the league in targets.
Yep.
Like, dude plays in the slot. He's going to open up JSN over top even more. Like, their passing attack just got way better because Shaheed is a baller and he can return.
Yeah.
What'd they give up for him?
Like a third or fourth.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I had a question for you too. With Sauce, him coming to the Colts, how quickly does a corner have to get integrated into a defense? Or can you just basically put him out there and be like, hey, run man, run cover 2 here? Like, is it pretty easy for him just to go in and play this week and play a significant amount of snaps?
I think absolutely. I think when you talk about the blitzes and whatnot, like, yeah, he'll have to pick that up. But when it comes to whether it's man, 2, 4, 3, whatever zone or man coverage they're running, like, I feel like he can pick that up. And they're obviously bringing him in now to throw him into the fire. They're obviously, like you had mentioned, okay, we got our quarterback of the future, we got our running back, tight end, offensive line, defense. They add him. I think he starts this week.
Yeah, if there's any positions you can train right away, it's like it's D-line and it's the cornerback.
That's what
position.
I thought.
And they play the Jags, right, this week. I think they got the Jaguars. Do they got Jaguars this week?
No,
Oh,
Texans and Texans and Jags.
Jaguars
Yeah,
are actually
yeah.
a team we're talking about this week.
In London?
Take a flight to London to join the team. Yeah.
God, that's
Man,
brutal.
That's
brutal.
crazy.
Oh my God, that's
Business?
brutal.
Yeah, Germany.
They
Germany.
gotta go over there.
Germany.
It's
Berlin.
yeah, they gotta go over
Yeah,
there.
that's crazy though.
Not America.
Not America, and that's all you really need to be said. Let's get into the games. Let's rip it apart. I love the trades. I want to dive more into it though, but I saw the juice and the Quentin Williams is crazy. Ravens, they're at the Vikings. JJ McCarthy, boys. JJ McCarthy. Ravens are favored, -4.5. Total points in the game is 47.5. Does anybody want to take this one?
I'm taking Ravens. I
Yeah.
think they're going to surge and try and take over the North. Steelers had a massive win against the Colts. Vikings, like JJ McCarthy, he showed up in big moments that you want to see, but he still took for what, 140, 150? Like, I'm not buying the juice. I can't believe that the Vikings went into Detroit and beat them. But I'm not like convinced of the Vikings because they had like one of their better defensive performances all year too. I'm just taking the Vikings. I'm taking their juice. They're in playoff mode the rest of the way. 4.5 points. Ravens.
I'm with you on that. I think you meant to say you're taking the Ravens. I take the Ravens too here. I think this is their march to the top of the AFC North. Steelers did have a huge win. I did not predict them beating the Colts, but the Ravens put the Steelers on notice. They come up with a big win, but their defense has fallen short for the majority of this year. But you look at the last 3 games, one of those games was against the Rams, holding the opponents to an average of 13 points and 315 yards per game. Their defense is, at least I like to believe based on those stats, ascending and making that push. Like you had said, I took the juice. I drank the juice after that week 1 win, Vikings over the Bears, and then they just laid an egg against the Falcons the very next week. I'm not doing it again this week, so give me the Ravens. I think it's going to be a close game. Give me the Ravens money line.
No, you can't
They-
do
they-
that.
winning.
They're favored by 4.5.
It might be a 3-point game.
You would
I
take
know, look,
Minnesota
you
plus
can't do that.
4.5.
You got to go Vikings with the points then.
Says who? Well, then why wouldn't FanDuel just give me, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you saying? I'm scared?
You can do it, but
Oh,
it's,
you're
the
definitely
odds
scared,
is not.
bro.
The odds is
Right.
crazy. That's what they saying.
I mean,
We ran into this a couple years ago.
Yeah. I used to do this. a
Delaney
lot.
be taking money lines at
hey,
8.5
Delanie, you
point
probably,
favorites.
you
And
got
I was
bullied.
winning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You were winning. Now you're getting bullied into a losing record. It's the boys' fault.
There's 3 options. You can take
Like,
Baltimore,
all right.
who's favored by 4.5. You can take Minnesota, and if they lose by less than 4 points or less, they
All right,
win.
give me Ravens -4.5. Because
You think it's going to be a close game? Just go
I
ahead
do.
and take the juice.
No, because I believe I'd rather go down. I'd rather die on this hill than the other one.
Yeah. You don't want to jump into the same problem you ran into week 1 versus week 2.
Ravens about to win this game by 3 points. Clay's going to be sick.
He's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Why you gonna say that?
He's gonna be sick.
I love chaos.
Delaney, are you going Ravens?
Man, you know what?
Checks notes.
It's tough, man. I know the Vikings beat Detroit, and I was sitting here thinking about that. What kind of Vikings team is going to play against the Ravens? But I feel like Detroit played to the Vikings level. Sometimes that happens when you come in, you're a high-powered team. You also play to the team's level that ain't doing so well. So I see the Ravens as a better Vikings team. So I see that this is going to be a close game, but I think the Ravens are going to come out on top, getting Lamar back healthy, getting Derrick Henry that ball. And I just think the Vikings offense is inconsistent. They got a young quarterback that's going to be calling the plays. If they can put pressure on them, I just see it's going to be a rough day for the Vikings. So, yeah, I'm going with the Ravens, man.
Tell us why J.J. McCarthy, Michigan's J.J. McCarthy, is going to beat the Ravens.
I got nothing for you on that. I'm more pissed off that I'm sitting here looking at you 3 and I had the same kind of thought process. Like Baltimore Ravens, they're in the playoffs right now. Like when you start the way they did the first 6 games and go into their bye week, it's like we have to win every single one. Then the Steelers start to teeter a little bit. They lose 2 in a row. Then they come back and win the Colts. Their defense looked incredible. We're not talking about them right now. It's like Derrick Henry splitting carries. Lamar Jackson has the highest success rate against the blitz in the entire NFL. Who blitzes the 3rd most in the NFL? The Minnesota Vikings. And then I go back to that week 1, week 2, where it's like, yeah, JJ, we all kind of get hyped up. He had a similar stat line. He looked like he understood the game for 4 quarters, as opposed to that Bears game where I was like, this kid's completely lost and had a wild 180 in the middle of that 3rd quarter. I'm still going to go Baltimore -4.5, but I hate the fact that they were all sitting here and saying the same thing.
You got a real opportunity
you could
right
go the
now.
other way.
Especially when Delanie goes Ravens. Real
Where's this?
opportunity.
This is
Clay
at
Matthews.
Minnesota. They're gonna have the skull chant going and the giant horn.
Do it. It's all right.
All right, give me Vikings +4.5.
Yeah! Hell yeah! That
All
juiced
right.
me up.
That means you're going to win.
I hope so.
I think you got it.
hope I don't get
That
bullied
or
out of
Will and
this
I
one.
just
I'm-
got
I'm
you.
actually-
I
now-
was just saying, I hope I don't get
They
bullied out of
telling you,
this.
oh, I think you
Now
got
I'm
it, but they
rooting for
still
you.
taking the Ravens. Think about that.
Yeah, no, I think the Ravens are going to win, but maybe it's a 24-21
Yeah.
game or something.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
could easily be 24-21. You can bet that exact score if you want in the FanDuel Sportsbook. Are you excited for this, Will? Because Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra.
Yes, sir.
Are we 5-5 right now when it comes to playing for an Ultra? 5-6. I'm down 1. Okay, I'm down 1 for a Michelob Ultra. Will Compton.
Superior bragging rights. Superior light beer for the Ultra.
Let's go. And we're at 500.
This game's stupid.
But if
Let's
you
get back to the episode.
Here's a total for you. Over under 38.5. That's what we're looking at with Jaguars going out to Houston, playing the Texans. Texans favored in this game, 1.5. Just said what the over under is. This is going to be a low scoring battle. Maybe a look at what we just saw with them in the Denver Broncos.
Hey, tell me where you heard this line before. Texans would have won if their starting quarterback didn't get hurt.
Wow. Wow.
God damn.
Maybe if CJ Stroud would just slide earlier, or maybe if that other team would just protect their quarterback from those pass rushers, things would be different. And they would have been different. The Texans would have won if CJ Stroud was healthy. So I'm going to borrow that line from you here. I think the Texans, well, first off, they did a phenomenal job against the Broncos. They limited Bo Nix to 175 passing yards, only had 1 sack, but got after him all game. Did a great job covering in the secondary. I think they're going to feast against this Jaguars team who has a rash of injuries. I don't know who's coming back. Obviously, Travis Hunter to IR. Is Brian Thomas Jr. playing? Devin Lloyd, is he back?
They went out too and got Jacoby Myers from the Raiders, which
They
I think
did. That's a
Jacoby's now
harder-
in a better spot.
Hell yeah.
It is, but that's a harder position than defensive back to come in and make an immediate impact. Well, here's what I'll say. CJ Stroud plays. I like the Texans getting this win. This is at Houston. If Davis Mills plays, I think Jaguars win another close game. They won the first game 17-10, just for a little reference.
Mm-hmm.
So give me CJ Stroud's Texans, not Davis Mills Texans.
Okay. I'm going with the Texans. Something about that defense. I just can't give up on the Texans right
Anderson,
now.
Hunter.
Yeah. And I like the Jags too, but I see this being a low score. I kind of love the under here, under 38.5, parlayed with the Texans money line just to get the 1.5 off the board. But I'm going Texans -1.5. Love the defense, bro. Jaguars. The way this game will come down to the final drive, and that's where I'm just iffy because the Texans just haven't gotten it done when it comes down to it. But I'm going Texans here. CJ Stroud, Davis Mills, doesn't matter. Give me the Texans -1.5. That defense shows up in a big way because they're not out of it. 3-5, they've had tough losses. They can make it interesting here with the Jags being 5-4. And I just can't quit the Texans right now. Something about
do it.
defense. Something about defense.
You said taking the Texans?
I'm going Texans -1.5.
Yeah.
Well, do you want me to go? Do you want to go?
You can go.
Okay, I'll go. I believe in the Texans defense. I don't believe in the quarterback for the Texans. I think with the CJ Stroud being concussion protocol, that I don't know what to expect from that offense. What I did see in that game against the Broncos is their run game, although like statistically not the best in the world, they were able to move the change and take care of the time of possession. Jacksonville's offensive line early in the year were doing a great job protecting Trevor Lawrence. As the year kind of progressed, kind of when they went overseas, that's when you saw 2 games in a row of 7-sack games, and they haven't really gotten better since then. I see the Texans' defensive line feasting in this game, absolutely feasting. But I don't. The quarterback is the part that scares me, and that's where I look at this number of 38.5. And I think a lot of people look at 38.5 like that's not a lot. I'm going under 38.5 in this game. That's my most confident bet when I look at this slate right here, because I think the Jags are too inconsistent at the wide receiver position. I think Trevor Lawrence is way too inconsistent. He's going to be running for his life all day. And so, yeah, with Little and Cleveland on the left side of that line, they've had a couple of tough weeks. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be boring. No one's gonna really care about this game. And at the end, I think we're looking at less than 38.5 points.
That's a solid pick.
That was a good pick because I think it's going to be a defensive game. We talking about the Texans. The Texans have showed signs of being competitive, but again, it's a concern, that O-line and then them being able to protect and being disciplined. I just think the Jaguars' defense is getting better week by week, man. The ability to take away with passes and interceptions, man. I'm going Jaguars. Fuck that.
Hey, I like it though. The Texans 0-5 in one-score games this year, and right now with the spread,
it's like when it comes down to it, I'd just easily be a field goal game for Jags right there at the end.
I'm taking Jags.
You take the quarterback too. I like that pick. I like that pick a lot. Rams at 49ers. Rams are favored -3.5. Total points in that game is 50.5 points.
Who's
Stafford.
taking the West, boys? Who's taking the NFC West? Like it
Seahawks.
glaringly to me is Seahawks.
Seahawks seem like the
I
most
know it's
complete
Seahawks
team.
or Rams, but the Niners just sitting there 6-3. Like
They
the
look
injuries
good.
that they've had, the coaching job that Kyle Shanahan's done.
Mac.
The way Mac's played.
Mac Jones 5 wins as the backup quarterback, which is just a testament to Shanahan. But as you mentioned, yeah, I think it's going to come. I don't think they can weather the storm against the This is the Rams I'm talking about. Against the Seahawks. I'm talking about the 49ers.
Yes.
I don't think they can weather the storm against the Seahawks in the Rams. And you look at that Rams team, and for whatever reason, they have just been flying under the radar. I don't know if it was because of the Dodgers. I don't know if it was just because of lack of primetime games. But Stafford, the last 2 weeks, 5 touchdowns against the Jags, 4 more against the Saints. Puka picks up right where he left off with 100 yards.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's good to play this next week. Kyron Williams rushes for over 100 yards. Blake Corum has over 50, and their defense. You couple that with a defense that is young,
Their
fast,
D-line.
That
aggressive.
D-line.
You know who's
damn.
I know Verse gets all the praise, but
Oh, Buddy.
Buddy,
I know what you're talking about.
no,
No,
stud,
you're
talking about Fitz.
the sack
Fitz is big
number
too.
0 or number 10, the third rounder. Oh, why am I blanking on
I
his
know,
name?
I
Well,
got
come back
Verse,
to
you
me on
got
that.
Fisk.
Byron
Byron
Young, brother.
Young.
He had
Yes.
another sack, but they called a roughing the passer on him. I mean, it was just like he was getting after it all day. Really impressed with him. But I think they're the most well-coached and disciplined team that is just flying under the radar right now. I don't see, and now listen, I believe I bet the Rams to beat the 49ers the first time around.
We
And
all
that-
did.
that
We
was-
all did.
everyone-
Prime, we were
everyone and
right
their
there
mother did.
Thursday
And
night
it was
football, that
except me.
fumble that happened on the goal line.
Which would have,
Except me.
would have,
I know.
woulda, shoulda.
They gave
won
up.
that one.
I think Rams defense gave up 400 yards. I just don't see that happening again. It's in San Francisco. I don't think that matters. I just see the Rams continuing to get better, continuing to stack wins, and the 49ers just hanging on. Listen, like I said, it's a testament to Shanahan, Mac Jones, what they've been able to do. But they get Kittle back. McCaffrey is a dog, but there's a certain point where you just can't overcome all the injuries, specifically on the defensive side.
You thought about that 2 weeks ago. They played the Giants this week. They look unbelievable. And Mac Jones has been I know the whole conversation has been about like Purdy and all that. Like when he comes back, who's going to play? And like Mac Jones has handled the podium correctly. They were doing it without George Kittle. George Kittle's then come back. Their offensive line's looking a little older, but their oldest guy, Trent Williams, has looked incredible. I think for the Rams, you're putting on the same tape from that Thursday night football game a few weeks ago, and this is a get back game. I got the Rams -3 in this one. Puka, Adams, Stafford, Corum, onward.
It's tough for me to go against the 49ers. Y'all know how much I love Mac. and what he's been doing right now, you know what I mean? But that defense and that vulnerability on that defense, I just think that the Rams is going to exploit that, especially with the momentum and the offensive firepower that they have right now with Matt Stafford back there controlling that offense and getting all those guys back, those receivers making plays, the running backs. You got 2 double-headed running backs back there getting yards. Man, this is tough. I really don't want to go against the 49ers, but I'm going to have to take these Rams.
Rams, but it's going to be a field goal game. I'll take the Niners plus 3.5. I feel like it's like when's the tide going to turn when it catches up to them? It hasn't yet. And I believe that they can cover this game. I do think the Rams win it. It's going to come down field goal, last drive. They're going to get out of there with a win, but I'm taking the Niners to cover this game. I'm taking Niners.
Even with that defensive line getting after, we see Mac get up after time getting hit, but I just think those
Pants falling all over his
falling, throwing up,
bad body balling.
But I think those Rams is gonna get after that boy.
Yeah,
I just think they
did in the last game, and they still won.
True.
McCaffrey, bro. So we got Rams.
Yeah,
Niners,
I'm
Rams.
so low on the Niners. Niners plus 3.5.
You put yourself in a good position there, Willie.
Thank you for taking that.
Yeah, I got you, D.
Sunday night football. Steelers at Chargers. Chargers are favored -3. Total points in the game is 45.5.
Joe Alt out for the year.
Joe Alt out. Out for the year. I mean,
and Joe's been like in and out a couple of times. We have a nice little sample size. When he's not in the game, they're a completely different team.
They lose.
Justin Herbert is one of the most hit quarterbacks, if not the most hit quarterback in all of the NFL. And the Steelers defense, when you put on the film versus the Steelers and the Colts, like what is the biggest difference between that defense besides Jalen Ramsey playing safety? It's the defensive line. It's Highsmith, it's Watt, it's Hayward. Those guys were getting after a very good Colts offensive line with Joe Alt not playing. Like the Steelers have the recipe to be successful.
Yeah.
Like they showed against arguably one of the best teams in the NFL this past week that if you play like this, you have an opportunity to be contenders in this league. But they've been so inconsistent. I think they see that, okay, this is what we can do. Highsmith, I thought, played incredible along with Watt. Like both those guys slipping under blocks, getting these tackles to start backing up a lot, getting in their chest, bringing them back to the quarterback, the inside of that pocket getting condensed. Like there was nowhere for Daniel Jones to go. And with Joe Alt being out, Slater's been out the whole entire year with a leg. They're on their like 4th, 5th, and 6th tackles, it seems like. I just see,
And running back.
Yeah, I see the Steelers taking this one. And it's going to make the AFC North look crazy.
Yeah.
And what about old Peyton Wilson now at the second level?
What about? Oh yeah, buddy,
pick last week.
that kid
Is he
was
a Cornhusker?
incredible.
No.
Oh, okay.
But he
Just
he had
salt.
to-
Just
he had a
salt
pick,
out there running around.
tipped the ball that ended up in a pick, east west ripping around like the kid can fucking run. And then Ramsey at the safety position, dude, like he's out there. These little bubble screens, he's playing like 7-8 yards off the ball, and he is flying in there. He just seems like kind of like Derwin James a little bit, where he can kind of do what he wants in the field, and he's got a nose for it. I'm in this position where I don't want to get excited about the Steelers because they showed a little bit of consistency earlier in the year. We all kind of got on them, and then they've shit the bed. But I like the way they stand against this Chargers offensive line.
I think it's all justified, though. Defense, we say it all the time. $179 million on that defense. They did show up last week against a good Colts team.
Yeah.
I was calling the Colts overrated not too long ago. I do. I like the Steelers here just because, like, they're leading the North, but you can't tell me that they're not hearing all this noise about the Ravens and the doubt that's kind of creeped in when they dropped a couple weeks ago. Going on the road. I almost said in San Diego. Going on the road at the Chargers. I'm taking Aaron Rodgers here with 3 points, no matter what. Even if they don't get out of this game with a win, with having 3 points, it being a close cover. Like, I like the Steelers here. I like them hearing the noise. I like them embracing the noise and turning on the tape and showing how well everybody ran around last week defensively, because that's where their big question mark's been. Because Aaron Rodgers is going to be Aaron Rodgers, I think, as we get closer to playoff time. And just owning the North, owning the AFC North, because everybody's talking about them Ravens are going to be coming, because they are going to be coming. But I like the Steelers here on the road.
Yeah, I agree with everything you guys had said. I'm just curious. Did you think there was a possibility for the Steelers to trade for a wide receiver? Because I'm not gonna say I wasn't surprised that they didn't, but I would have liked to have seen that, because you know what you have on defense. It's either feast or famine, and their 2 biggest wins of the year against the Patriots and the Colts. 11 takeaways, but on the offensive side, I guess you know what you are, but they're having trouble running the ball. Jalen Warren ran for like 40 yards last week. He did score 2 touchdowns, but A-Rod's going to throw for 200 to 250. He's not going to turn it over, give you a touchdown or 2. Super efficient, but I would have liked to have seen them add another weapon on offense to continue that lead in the AFC North.
They were in a lot of conversations about trying to get a receiver there.
I don't know how serious they were, but yeah, I like Pittsburgh here. I just hate how up and down they are in defense, but I think we just have to understand, and perhaps the team does in the defense understands, like, hey, we're only going to go as far as our defense takes us. And man, I played in the Coliseum when I was with the Rams, and the SoFi is just an extension of that. These Pittsburgh fans are going to travel. It's going to be like a home game for them. A-Rod going back to California, and just like you had said, hearing the noise of how well Baltimore's doing and just continuing to keep that lead in the AFC North. So I like the Steelers with this one.
And as inconsistent as the Steelers' defense has been, like going on the road, like the veteran leadership is in the locker room to where, to your point, that we're only going to go as far as the defense, as well as the defense plays. Like they got the cats in there. They got the old heads in there to know that the pressure is on them.
Yeah.
Chargers. Fuck that. I'm going Chargers.
Hell yes.
How are they going to win?
Justin
Just
Herbert.
moxie? Oh.
Top 5.
Hey,
Top 5 quarterback.
I was just
Top
saying,
five.
if there's a quarterback who needs to be in the MVP discussion, it's Justin Herbert. His numbers are great and everything, but what he does single-handedly for that team, he's leading all quarterbacks in rush yards. It's not because he's some dual threat Lamar Jackson. It's just because he's running for his life out there.
No, he
Making things
trucking
happen with his
motherfucker.
feet.
He ain't
Like R.
running for
Kelly
his
out
life.
there.
He stiff arming. He trucking catch. He getting up, dropping the ball. Like come on now, my man out there. He trucked the linebacker. I mean, trucked that boy, and then was like, first down.
Where are you putting him at in the MVP conversation, though?
So right now, I think my short list is down. It changes every week.
Every
It was
week.
Mahomes last week. It was Dan, but right now, it's between Stafford and Josh Allen, and then that's the first tier.
Josh Allen
Josh
over
Allen.
Drake May?
I
Yes.
know Drake May.
Like I
bro,
said,
Drake
right
May-
now-
been
no,
balling.
you Drake May
No,
been
you saw
balling.
last week Drake May. We'll get to that. He played well.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. It's so
Bro.
many cats out
I
there
just-
right
hey,
now.
I
that's
think-
21 for
nuts.
24,
I think we're-
336 and 4
You're right.
touchdowns.
I think we're starting to enter that real discussions of not just whoever's playing hot. And you know how it is. It's not what you do in the first half of the season. It's how you finish that
In the middle.
November, December
Yeah.
ball. So you're right. Absolutely Sam Darnold. So I'll put him on the short list too. But now I think Herbert, it depends how he finishes. There's like legit 5 people who could separate themselves and win this thing.
The top 6 in odds right now is Josh Allen at plus 150, Drake May at plus 400, Mahomes at plus 450, Stafford at plus 550, Sam Darnold at plus 1200, and Justin Herbert at plus 2,000.
Perfect.
I like them
that's
all.
a good
They
list.
all deserve.
That's a good list right there.
You know who needs to be on that list besides his last game? Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco.
no, Jonathan
Joe
Taylor.
Flacco?
Joe Flacco.
Why is always really just quarterbacks in?
That's what it's turned into, man. That's what it's turned into. Offensive player.
Jonathan Taylor
He'll
had
get offensive player of the year.
Jonathan Taylor's potential. I mean, it's not dead, but he was setting up to start getting in that conversation for real, because last week before that game where he didn't score a touchdown for us, we had him 2+ in the parlay. He was on pace for 30 touchdowns for a season, which would have been the record.
the record.
The
yeah.
record.
Jonathan
Yeah.
Taylor's 12th right now at plus 3,500.
12.
Yeah, a lot's got to happen. And even
11
Danny,
quarterbacks.
Danny Dimes was starting to get in the conversation, but then you throw
You
3
telling me
picks.
it's 5.
How many yards does he
quarterbacks?
have right
Only
now?
one of those picks was on him, though.
Yeah. He's got to get over 2,000. He's got to score 20 plus.
Yeah, like Danny Thomas in
Realistically.
2006, he won the MVP, and he had 26 touchdowns.
How many yards?
26 or 28, I can't remember.
I think he was shy of 2,000.
But Jonathan
though.
Taylor, he was
Yeah.
on pace for 30.
Yeah.
He just the running back room.
We need to bet the boys again.
They're-
Taylor
back
has
on.
895 yards with 12 touchdowns.
895 yards in
Offensive
9
player of the year.
games. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, offensive player of the year.
What about
You're
Puka?
loading.
What about Puka?
Nah, injury, missed the game.
Also, the
had
way
to
some of
come
these
out.
quarterbacks are playing, like statistically,
What,
like
JSN?
if you remove the names, it's the quarterback in Seattle. It's the quarterback for the Patriots. It is who. That's what I'm saying. If you remove the
Move
names,
the
like
names.
statistically,
Stafford,
like
they're all the
the
same.
quarterback for the Rams, like they're all playing better football
For the
than
Buccaneers.
He slowed down a little bit.
yeah,
the last
Baker
couple
slowed
weeks. They had
down.
a
Yeah,
bye.
Baker slowed down.
They had a bye, but
Yeah.
he's going to bounce back.
I know this MVP race is
Bye
interesting
after
for
also.
sure.
It's going to be
But
a
hey,
good one.
those 4 you said, you're right. If you take the names away and you just look at the the Seattle's quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patriots quarterback. They
Rams. 'Cause Drake
Rams
May-
quarterback.
Who
That's
all
why
did
whoever
we say,
finishes
though?
first in the AFC or NFC is most likely it's going to come down to week 17, week 18, whatever it is, as far as who's going to separate truly earn those last couple votes to win the MVP. I believe so. There's no clear front runner, like you said. You take away those names, they're all just the same.
I don't see
Every
how it's
time
not
there
gonna,
is a clear front runner, it always gets muddy. Like we're it's still
Lamar last
yeah.
year with.
Yeah, 8 more weeks of this thing.
Who you
of
say you
regular
was
season.
winning in the future?
Did we pick one?
Yeah.
what do you
I
mean
said
winning
Lamar.
what?
I said Lamar.
You said Lamar?
MVP. I can't even remember. Joe Burrow.
I can't. Yeah.
Oh, you don't remember?
You said James
I say
I said
Jalen.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I'm really fucked.
What'd you say?
Well, I mean, Joe
Yeah,
Burrow's.
you
Like,
too.
he's-
Yeah, I said
There you go,
Jalen.
Delanie.
Eagles can still win a
Where is he? Where is
said no,
Jalen?
you're not.
He's number 8. He's still in it.
Let's go.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
I don't see how you don't give the MVP to Drake May when the freaking Patriots win the AFC East.
With the numbers he's
know.
putting up, and their coach is up for Coach of the Year. Is
Yeah.
he number one?
again.
Second?
He number 2.
Who's he
He
behind?
deserved it
Steichen.
though.
Shanahan?
Yeah.
Steichen.
Oh, Snike. Yeah.
Steichen,
yeah,
Vrabel,
Steichen.
Shanahan.
Yeah.
Those are the cats right now.
Yeah.
Vrabel may pull out on top though.
We're also brought to you by Form Energy. Form Energy delivers a best-in-class taste with natural flavors and zero sugar. Form Energy has natural caffeine derived from green tea. Form comes in a variety of flavors. Available flavors are Screamin' Freedom, Grape Smash, Blue Blitz, Orange Fury. Perfect for those who put in the work. Form Energy. We do the work. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who you got for the Eagles at Packers? Packers are favored 2.5. Total points in the game is 44.5. Yeah, get the notes out.
I'm actually taking the under 44 and a half.
Okay.
I'm taking the
You
under.
got to hold that top 17 gambler in Nashville, huh?
Yeah, I'm taking the under on this one. 44.
You got
and
a
half.
feeling.
I got a great feeling.
I got a great feeling.
When
Let me
I
get the
tell
over.
you I got a great feeling.
I don't like your under. Listen, I think this Packers loss it's just a terrible loss. And I think a lot of that stems from the fact that they are a very young roster. We saw this earlier. They show up like gangbusters against the Lions, the Commanders. They drop one to Cleveland. Okay, 12 o'clock game. They got a really good defense. They show up against Pittsburgh. Jordan Love looks like an MVP. And then they drop the ball again to the Panthers. I think that falls on coaching, falls a little bit on Jordan Love.
Leadership.
They need to be able to manage that's authentic. Yeah.
You losing Tucker Kraft though.
Yeah, no, they lose. I agree, but they got another tight end. What's Buddy's name? Help me out.
We don't know.
He was drafted before.
Luke Musgraves.
Yeah, he's gonna have to step up
Mercedes
big
Lewis.
time. Mercedes Lewis, yeah. But no, I just think like it was a bad loss for them. I mean, you got to tip your hat to Carolina and how they played the game. Rico Dowdle running for 130, just churning up clock, not letting the offense on the field, limiting the Packers in the red zone to 0-4. The first 4 trips, 6 points and a missed field goal. Like they played as great of a game you could play to play the Packers. It still was trash. I mean, Bryce Young threw for 100 yards. Rico obviously ran incredibly hard.
Made it dirty.
He'll be my bet the boys parlay this week. But what have the Packers always done after a letdown? They always get back. And I think this is their get back.
They tie.
Is this a Monday?
tie is what they do.
Offense played
Monday Night
incredibly well.
They tied
Offense
versus the
played-
Cowboys.
You're right. But they still played well on offense.
Eagles off of
Against the
bye
Cowboys
week, getting
defense.
healthier.
Hey, listen.
And trades too. Jalen Phillips,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. Yeah, Eagles didn't even play last week and somehow came out on top. With all these losses, moving up to the top of the NFC, increasing their distance in the NFC East. Now they're playing for
Well, the NFC East is over.
yeah, they're playing
It's
for a
done.
number 1, number 2 seed right now. So
right.
they have to be feeling good, especially with some of these trades. But I like the Pack. I like that atmosphere at night. I like them getting back. I think LaFleur needs to just hand the keys over to Love and just let him do his thing.
He
They
can't do
want to
that.
run the ball. I understand that. But Josh Jacobs has not run for over 100 yards this year. He scored in 5 consecutive games, something to think about here. But I just think you gotta let Jordan Love do his thing.
So you're taking the Packers.
I'm taking the Packers.
Minus
Jair
2.5.
Alexander,
Yeah, minus
Jair
2.5.
Alexander revenge game.
Yep,
got
he on the
traded to the
Eagles
Eagles.
right now. You
Brother.
know Cuz about to go
Brother, he
crazy.
was on the ball. Yeah. All right.
It's different squad though. The Eagles defense.
Yeah, but he's
is
been
way
like a
different.
healthy scratch all year.
Yeah,
for
that's
the
what I'm saying.
Ravens.
He's been on.
Because he different though. I don't think he fit in with the Ravens over there. He just
But what I'm saying too, just the like game reps he's had all year, like he's been a healthy scratch for a lot of the season and going into the Eagles. Not like he's just gonna go off, like just be locking dudes down.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I just think
I
he's playing the
give me
Packers.
Pack.
I think
you
he's
got?
playing the Pack. I'm taking out under.
Under.
Oh, that's right. My fault.
Yeah, I'm taking the under.
I'm Packers.
I'm Eagles. They win the bye week. Everybody else in the NFC East is lost. Going into the bye week, they did a much better. This is Dan Orlovsky. Under center, run game got a whole lot better. They had addition by subtraction with A.J. Brown. A.J. might see that and be like, okay, listen, they could do it without me. You do a couple of the trades. I see this team now picking up steam. They're like, it's not a worry about the NFC East. It's the first seed. It's the second seed. When it comes to the Packers, like they're put together. They're one of the best rosters in the entire NFL, and they drop an early one in the season to the Cleveland Browns, which to me it's like no one's ever gonna go undefeated. Like you're one of the better teams in the NFL. You do that, it's like they're gonna have a massive get back versus the Cowboys. You go against that horrendous defense. Their offense is what they're supposed to do, but their defense also allows 40 points put up in them, and they end up in a tie.
Yep.
And it's like, all right, I guess we'll just move on from that. The Micah Parsons like heat conversation is kind of slowed down. Then we get to the Panthers, who just dropped the game like 40-7 or whatever it was versus the Bills, who also came off a bye. And I just think at this point, it's like Bryce Young is not giving you that many points. I don't understand like how, from a leadership standpoint or coaching standpoint, like you have so many dogs. How are you not able to like recognize the mistake you made earlier in the season? And I think the Eagles, this bye week couldn't come at a better time. They started to figure it out offensively, especially being under center. The offensive line played much better last week. The addition, like Jordan Love, when he is not pressured, he's like a top 5 quarterback in every statistic. When he is pressured, he's a bottom 5 quarterback. So I think adding Phillips is a key. Having a week and a bye to rest, getting the offensive line to play more consistently, being under center, all of those things equal. I got the Eagles.
And losing Tucker Craft. Fuck.
Yeah, Kraft is also
You
a massive
trust
upset.
through the body of work throughout the year, you trust the Eagles offense more than you do the Packers offense?
Definitely.
I would say I would trust the team more than I trust.
But
I
I'm
would trust
saying
the Eagles.
offense.
Yeah, but I think that's too much of a like the sample size itself. It's like, well, the answer would be no. But if I look at the entire team and how like they don't really care about your feelings, they just keep winning. That's the Eagles, and they had their fumble against the Giants. The Packers, it's like the whole fool me once thing. Like you lost to a really bad Cleveland Browns team that was already dubbed one of the worst teams in the NFL, other than their defense. And then you go do it against a Panthers team who's not much better than the Browns. From a whole team getting a whole week to sit, rest, figure out some of these therapy sessions, watching everybody else in the NFC East lose while you get to sit there, while looking at your offense and being like, look at the step we took from a passing standpoint in the last 2 weeks, run game in the last game we played, under center. I just think I feel much more confident about looking at the Eagles and the defending Super Bowl champs than I do at this Packers team. It's like, you guys are great, but you need to do it consistently. That's where I sit.
I like it.
All right, let's get to the True Classic Game of the Week. Every Sunday's got games, but only one fits just right. This is the True Classic Game of the Week, brought to us by you know who, True Classic. The new Curve Pima shirts, snug your arms tight, your chest just right, and your belly gets covered up. You can find True Classic at Amazon and Costco, Sam's Club, and Target nationwide, or online at trueclassic.com/bussin. Look good, feel good, play good. This week's Game of the Week is the New England Patriots traveling down to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bucs favored 2.5 in this game. The over-under is 48.5. Drake May continues to elevate his MVP run. He had an off-half second half last week. He had an incredible first half. I think he threw for 3 touchdowns. He was right around 250 yards in the first half. I'm taking them to cover against, or I'm taking them to beat, upset. I'm taking Patriots money line. Patriots money line against the Buccaneers.
Ooh.
I like the Bucs. I like Baker Mayfield. They're coming off a bye week. We will see if Godwin comes back and Bucky Irvin, but yes, Drake May looked incredible in that first half. Once that sack caused fumble right before at the end of the first half, he kind of looked a little, like he had happy feet in the pocket. I don't know what that means, but I think losing Kayshon Boutte, he's got a hamstring injury. Doesn't sound like he's going to play. Like, who's going to step up at that wide receiver position and kind of fill that void? I just see the Bucs with too much firepower coming off a bye week. Emeka Egbuka is just, Tez Johnson's really stepped up. Like, and their defense too, they've held their last 3 opponents to 15 points per game. So it's not like it's just, Baker's had to carry this team, has had to carry the load for some time now with all these injuries. But I like the Bucs here. Give me the
Bucs to cover 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5.
That was
Field goal.
That was everything you said was good. It was great, man. But those Patriots.
Hey, tell him how.
love
It
the
don't matter.
impassioned
Booty, shooty, doesn't matter. This is the Vrabel culture. This is next man up mentality.
Next man up off the street.
Brother, they should have lost to the Falcons. What type of culture is that?
Falcons are the most inconsistent. Like Falcons are the greatest team in the world and the worst team in the world.
Yeah, you never
Maybe they're
know what
playing
you're
with the
gonna
greatest
get.
team in the world. And the Patriots happen to be better.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get with the
Yeah.
Falcons. It's any day. They show up, they may not. But the Patriots and that Vrabel culture, man, it's just he's the type of coach you sell out for. He can be an asshole, love that, but he makes
Sometimes hate that.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. Sometimes hate.
Yeah. But he know how to get guys fired up. I don't know what it is about Vrabel and getting guys to go out there and give it all he got, even if it's a guy he just got off the street that week and put him in the lineup and that dude go out there and make plays and so he's able to go be on another team just because Vrabel inspired him to be great. And he's inspiring me right now.
Yeah, well, listen, Vrabel's not going to be out there playing for him, but the Falcons might not show up every week, but you know who does? Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
He's probably going to throw for like 400.
He does.
Hey, Will, who throws the
On
best
the
deep ball in the
Patriots?
entire NFL?
I'm just trying to.
Drake May
Does he?
or Sammy D.
Either
Yeah,
They're
one.
both pretty.
Yeah, they pretty.
Yeah.
They both pretty good.
Dude, I love the Patriots. I love the story of their season. They they kind of started off shaky. They've won 6 in a row now,
Yeah.
Is it 6 in a row they've won? And they kind of get away with one against the Falcons. It doesn't go their way in the second half. They still end up being able to pull it out. I love Drake May. I love his attitude. People are talking about MVP race when he's sitting there with the post-game press conference and everyone's talking about MVP. They're chanting MVP and he's like, I'm just excited that our fans are excited. Like he is handling the noise correctly. That team is handling the noise. The culture of that team is absolutely incredible. It's November.
Yes.
Weather's broke.
Yeah.
New England, it's a little frigid out there.
Yes, it
You get
is.
in the morning, you gotta sit there, you gotta put the defroster on a little bit because it's like 35 in that thing. Right. You go down to Tampa, those are the worst games. It kind of shocks your system a little bit. And you're like, well, I can't really breathe out here. Baker Mayfield is playing incredible. He's had all the injuries in the world. And one thing that stayed the same is he's a fucking gamer. Yeah. He goes in the Houston game, gets hurt on a run, guys standing over him, not for him. He stands his little ass up, dude, starts getting his chest. They're getting a little healthier. They're coming off a bye. The last 3 games, they do holding their opponents 15 points. I like the Buccaneers, minus 2.5 here. I like them. And it's not taking anything away from the Patriots. I just don't think you're going to win the rest of them, right? And this is one of those games, I think this is a perfect game for them to drop. It's, they're playing away. You got Baker Mayfield. You got that defense. A little shaky in the second half of their last game. Like, they're playing awesome football. We're going to get down, and we're not going to know who the winner of the AFC East is till I think they play like January 4th as the Bills and the Patriots. I think that is going to be the decider of that division. But I think you got to drop one, and I think this is that one. So I'll take the Bucs minus 2.5. Bet the Boys Parlay?
Yeah, bet the Boys Parlay.
Oh, you already went?
Yeah, I went Patriots money line.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And the whole weather thing kind of got me second guessing.
Me
it.
too. Once
But
he started saying that, I'm
you
like,
start talking
God.
about the weather.
But you know what?
Yeah.
We did it with Vrabel. We went out there and smacked cats in Tampa,
Yeah.
fucking Florida.
You know what?
Miami.
Everyone always says the Northeast and Nashville, Tennessee, same exact climate.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right.
Brother, I'm telling you, when you go from Green Bay, Wisconsin, or even Tennessee for that matter, and it was like 17 degrees, and you go play in 70, guys be getting IVs at halftime, falling out of the game.
yeah.
Also
It's
polls.
crazy.
People think, it's going to be great. You're going in this warm weather. It's the worst. I'd rather be Tampa going to play up in New England.
Yeah.
Because whatever, you put some, you can't take it
Warm
off.
skin,
Yeah,
you good.
yeah.
No,
I mean,
we was the IV.
With that cool
we was
little
the
thing,
IV
the little hand
motherfuckers.
pouch, dude.
Me and him,
hand pouch guy?
we in line. IV before the
No
game,
sleeves.
IV at halftime. We in line. Hey, pump that shit
Face
fast.
is looking puffy after all that sand in our body, dude. Out there like a little balloon. Violet, you're turning violet. Bet the Boys Parlay. Jalen Hurts. Clump, who was the number 1 team that wanted to ban the tush push?
That was the Green Bay Packers.
And it's probably going to get banned. However, they're going to
Brother.
get their ass one more time.
Delaney, how poor is the officiating lately? Bro, they need to call us now. I mean, that tush push where, who was it, Burns or Thibodeau, he took the ball away, just
Crazy.
horrible. But you think they're going to run it ad nauseum? They're going to run it 10 plus times.
Let's break the
shove it
record.
down
It's a
What was the
situational
game where they
thing.
ran it four times in a
I think
row?
they're looking forward.
to running it.
Hey, but you got to look at it. When they do the tush push, they have to move those judges. So the judges that's usually sitting over the linebacker in the middle of the line, he's not there anymore. And then the back judge, he got too far back because it's a push play, so they can't see anything. So we depending on the line judge that's sitting all the way on the edge to give us an offsides. They can't call it. It's like it's bang bang.
Why did New York
no
do it?
problem
New York
calling
jumps
early
in and
I know.
at their own discretion. All right, sorry, we got off topic here.
Yeah.
No,
Hates a tush push. He hates tough football. Finesse guy.
I hate poor officiating.
Silver spoon when he was a kid guy, you know?
I went all the way up to gold.
Easy
spoon.
path guy.
Guy who's never mowed his grass before. Talking about silver spoon.
Arizona kid.
All right, Delanie, who you got?
Yeah,
I'm going Gibbs,
born.
man. I'm going Gibbs, and they playing against the Commanders. That's a for sure. Come on, Gibbs, give it to me, baby.
Kamani Vidal.
Ooh,
that's the mayor of New York, right?
Something like that. I got him scoring a touchdown
that's
against
wild.
the Steelers.
Hank Aaron's great nephew.
That's wild.
Mondani or something? I got you.
Yeah, he's Muslim. That's
Kamani
pretty
Vidal
much
is
what he's
Hank
saying.
Aaron's great
No,
nephew.
no. I'm saying the names sound similar. Yo, that's crazy. I'm like, I kind of think they sound kind of similar.
What'd you say, Mitch?
Kamani Vidal is Hank Aaron's great nephew.
Yeah, yep. You
Home
heard
runs,
that on TV.
touchdowns. We're scoring them this weekend.
Big hits.
Oh, Buddy is a beast too.
Yeah, he stepped in nice.
Yeah.
He had a rough game last week, but this is a get back. This is a get back just to get in the end zone. We need you in the end zone. I still
That's
need
it.
Pittsburgh to cover.
Yeah, that's it.
Give me Rico Dowdle versus Saints.
He's been balling, man.
Canales finally, what's the word when you move someone back? You were asking about this. Relegated. He moved Chuba Hubbard back. Rico's getting the rock now. He's RB1.
Hot hand.
Where's Rico from?
Asheville.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went to the same high school as Caleb Presley.
Dope. I don't give a fuck. I was just messing with you.
I thought that was another dick joke.
I was like, why y'all think I'm about to do dick
We didn't
jokes,
say where
bro?
he's from. You're on a show. You're just gonna ask that, like,
Because
where's he from?
I thought he came off the
Asheville.
streets.
No shit.
I thought he came
No,
off the
Rico
streets.
was with
the
Dallas,
streets.
right?
Yeah,
He was in Dallas. He had like 1,000-yard. He played well. I think he was right under 1,000 yards there, but
He got over. Where was he before Dallas?
That's what, yeah.
University of South Carolina.
It always comes back to the Gamecocks.
Good one.
Rico Dowdle.
Rico Dowdle, Kamani Vidal, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Jalen Hurts. Anytime touchdowns, that's your Bet the Boys parlay. Let's win this week.
Let's win this week, and let's also finish up with the final segment, sponsored by McDonald's. The Golden Arches.
You boys.
This is the final bite, a sponsored segment that delivers the sharpest takeaways heading into the weekend, whether it's a bold prediction, hot take, or a storyline flying under the radar. The final bite gives fans one thing to keep in mind before finishing their week or turning into kickoff. All right, this episode of The Locker Room is brought to you by McDonald's. All new Buffalo Ranch Sauce. New Buffalo Ranch Sauce has arrived. It pairs perfectly with your snack wrap, McCrispy chicken, and McCrispy strips. It's got the tangy zang of buffalo with the creamy cool of mild ranch. It's mild and wild at the same time. It's a sauce that balances itself and complements our crispy chicken. There's a new sauce in town at McDonald's. Tangy, creamy buffalo ranch. Order now. Available for a limited time at participating McDonald's while supplies last.
I'm getting my order on right now. Shout out. McDonald's app.
Nice. My final bite thought. We mentioned it a little bit. We talked about the NFC East. If you're a Cowboys fan, you're a Commanders fan, and you're a Giants fan, pack it up. Spooktober's over, and so is your season. It's done. This is the Eagles from here on out. Do I love it? No. Is it just what's going to happen? Yes. It's not personal, just business. You lose Cam Scattaboo, you lose Jaden Daniels, you lose to the Cardinals. It's over.
Injuries are
Onward.
crazy.
Anybody else have a hot take out here?
Is that considered a hot take?
Listen,
It doesn't have to be hot. Something to think about while you're dipping in that buffalo zesty sauce.
zesty buffalo sauce.
Underdog Steelers, I'm going to say they're going to get a win. Steelers remain at the top of the North and starts divvying up the conversation that the Ravens are going to come back in the fold. Steelers go out to L.A., upset the Chargers.
USC.
Who do they got? Northwestern.
Wins out.
Northwestern.
Well, I think they play Oregon, so let's be realistic here. I think they win the remainder of their games, sans Oregon. So 3 losses. I don't know where that puts them in the Big Ten. Probably not playing maybe an at-large bid in the playoffs.
So you're saying something to chew on, USC getting out of the playoffs.
Something to chew on.
USC getting knocked out of the playoffs.
No, something to chew on. Possibly a 12 seed.
You got to beat Oregon.
You're saying as a 3-loss team, you lose 3 games.
Yeah, but
in
it's
college
SC.
football,
Like
it's done.
it's like name brand. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just
You
saying.
do know what I'm saying.
Is this a McDonald's?
But I know 3 losses. Like
This a McDonald's hot
Hey.
take? Double cheeseburger, no pickles, add back sauce. If you ain't had it, try it. It's the best.
Bro, the spicy
Shout out
chicken
McDonald's.
sandwich.
That is a
Great,
fire.
by the way.
That's kind of my order too.
That's your order?
Yeah, the
oh
two
yeah.
cheeseburgers with the mac sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's
But
what
this,
I
they
like.
got this new Buffalo, the zesty Buffalo Ranch.
I'll put that on there too for
Buddy.
sure.
That's our show. Thank you so much. Big hugs, tiny kisses. If you followed this song, please subscribe.